Tonight in our big story breakdown, we are digging into Chinese technology. Governor Stitt says if there's any Chinese influence in Oklahoma, he's going to get rid of it. This just one day after Attorney General Gentner Drummond urged Congress to ban an AI platform called DeepSeek on all government devices. Fox 25's David Chazanoff joins us now. So David, how does this app work?
Wendy, it's an AI chatbot similar to ChatGPT. You'll notice here I said something to the bot as "What are you up to?" It responds, "Not much, just here and ready to help you with whatever you need, what's on your mind." Now, a cybersecurity expert tells me you probably shouldn't be doing what we're doing right now because this isn't trustworthy technology.
I would not create one myself. I don't recommend anyone to create that.
Cybersecurity expert Eric Crawford says DeepSeek is a Chinese AI platform that collects data on Americans.
We don't know exactly what they're doing with the data as of right now.
According to Crawford, China has a history of using information to implement ransomware and infiltrate government and banking systems.
You have been compromised if you do create that account.
Wednesday afternoon, Fox 25 asked Governor Stitt for his take on DeepSeek, and he recalled how he banned TikTok on state devices 3 years ago.
Across the nation.
Really an easy decision. We want people working. They shouldn't be messing with that kind of stuff on state devices. So if there's other things that we need to do from a state level, we're happy to look at it.
Stitt also mentioned how he issued an executive order in 2024 to ask state agencies to look into any kind of Chinese conflict to see how it would affect Oklahoma's supply chain.
It could be COVID times 20. I mean, very, very serious. So we're also trying to think through how do we prepare and safeguard Oklahomans from a supply chain perspective. But all of those technology deals, we'll look at those. Crawford says if you're going to use an app like DeepSeek, install a VPN or even a firewall on your device, just something to keep you protected. Reporting live in Oklahoma City, David Chasanoff, Fox 25 News.
David, thank you. While Governor Stitt has cracked down on banning TikTok on state devices, a new report from social media app shows it has made a sizable impact on local businesses in our state. It found 53,000 Oklahoma businesses actively use TikTok, and around 40,000 local jobs benefit from TikTok. They estimate in 2023 alone, the platform contributed about $200 million to Oklahoma's GDP and generated about $39 million in tax revenue. A chocolate business owner in Tulsa seeing a rush of customers after posting a TikTok that went viral overnight.
My business has tripled literally overnight, and we're just a tiny little shop. I'm the only person that makes chocolate here, and it's been overwhelming. Randy Page owns Cricket and Fig. He says the craze at his shop started with a TikTok of him making a treat known as Dubai chocolate. Page says he can only make about 200 at a time and they sell out the same day, so it's hard for the business to keep up with demand. The future of TikTok remains unknown. It has been almost 2 months since President Trump signed an executive order to extend a ban deadline for 75 days. This past weekend, the Trump administration shared some progress in the platform sale, saying they're working with 4 different groups interested in buying the app. Though it's still unclear if ByteDance plans to sell the platform. President Trump says he would probably extend the timeline if a deal is not reached by April 5th. Businesses might want to think twice before downloading DeepSeek. Researchers say the AI Chinese platform failed multiple security tests, which could pose a serious risk for users. Fox 25's national reporter Jeff Harris spoke with experts on why these results are raising concerns.
Researchers at App SOC conducted this testing on DeepSeek. The results, less than ideal. The model failed in multiple critical areas, including jailbreaking, malware generation, supply chain, also toxicity, tests that experts say need to be passed.
David Reed, a cybersecurity expert, tells us it's alarming to see the results from this latest test on DeepSeek.
It failed a bunch of benchmarks where you could jailbreak it, you could generate, in some cases, actual malware.
App SOC, a Silicon Valley security provider, ran the tests on DeepSeek. What it found? Failure rates in several areas, 91% in jailbreaking, 86% in injection attacks, and 93% in malware generation.
Now, you actually have an AI program that is producing code that is harmful.
Reed says these tests are common for large language models, and DeepSeek's inability to pass them should be taken into consideration by consumers.
It may be cheaper, but I'm paying for what I get, and the reason why it's cheaper is because of how they obtained it, how they're making it.
Anjana Susarla, who specializes in responsible AI, says organizations thinking of using DeepSeek in a corporate setting need to look at these results.
Will they be able to manipulate these generative AI tools to gain access to sensitive information about the company?
Plus, Susarla believes while it may be exciting that DeepSeek can do a lot of the same things as ChatGPT, these results show it's not at the same level.
Can we use DeepSeek into our chat bots or any kind of customer-facing application? The answer is no.
Now, App SOC ended up giving DeepSeek a risk score of 8.3 out of 10, recommending that it not be used in any enterprise cases, especially those involving sensitive data or intellectual property. I'm Jeff Harris reporting from Washington.
Well, some investors are worried DeepSeek might be better than America's leading AI companies at a fraction of the cost.
The release of DeepSeek AI from a Chinese company should be a wake-up call for our industries that we need to be laser focused on competing to win.
Some observers say China is misleading us about how much it actually costs to develop. American AI companies are investing roughly $1 trillion in AI. DeepSeek reportedly only cost $6 million. Its founder had a stockpile of the NVIDIA chips needed to develop the technology, and those are now banned from export to China. The AI app also appears to censor some responses on Chinese topics, and its data was last updated in 2023, so it can't answer many questions accurately about current events. House lawmakers pushing to ban DeepSeek from government devices. A bipartisan duo introduced the bill in early February. They cite concerns over China stealing intellectual property, with people putting sensitive data into AI chatbots like contracts and other documents.
There's a back door to the Communist Chinese Party, and they have a track record that has been adversarial to the United States. They are an adversary, need to be treated that way.
President Biden similarly banned TikTok from federal devices in 2023. Several countries have already moved to block DeepSeek from government devices. That includes Australia, Italy, Belgium, and South Korea. The Navy issued a warning to its members last month regarding DeepSeek. The email instructed all team members to avoid using the platform's new reasoning AI model for anything work-related or personal. It cited potential security and ethical concerns. President Trump called the release of DeepSeek a wake-up call for American industries. The AI app shook U.S. markets, pulling down the Nasdaq more than 3 points Monday. Several states already making efforts to ban DeepSeek on government devices. Texas was the first state to tackle the issue back in January when it banned state employees from using that app and RedNote. New York followed last month, and shortly after, Virginia's governor banned the app. Tennessee, now the latest state to ban the platform. And that was your big story breakdown tonight. If you want to learn more about the efforts to limit the Chinese app DeepSeek, head over to OKCFox.com. Plus, if you want to watch all of our other big story breakdowns, you can just scan that QR code right there on your screen or search OKC Fox.